What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Wednesday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sport Talk Matt. And we haven't had one of those in a while. There is an 0-3 for us here last night. Not good. We got smoked. Unfortunately, I did kind of thought I was worried. The A's, it's 8-3. It's not final yet, but 8-3. We got that wrong. Look, that was dangerous. I knew it was dangerous. They left. What's weird about that is they left Beto in the game to take a beating. Give up 8 earned runs at last check. The game's not over, but the Hurricanes won. The Golden Knights are down 4-0. They got killed by the Wild. They look lost, and then the Bucks just couldn't play defense. They shot much better, but they couldn't play defense. So we go down 3.2 units on the day there. We haven't had an 0 in a while, 0-3, but that's just the way things are going to go from time to time. It's a little bit of a heat check, cool-off time for us here. Now, I've got 2 NBA plays. I have 1 NHL play for us here coming at you today on a Wednesday. To remind you guys again as to what's going to happen here, I travel on Thursday. So the Friday morning podcast will be out very early, okay? So Friday morning will be out early. I'm traveling back to Boston, so I'm there for 2 days, and then I go out of the country. So I'm going to be doing the juice Thursday early, Friday night, and then Saturday for Sunday morning. And then that Sunday will be the last Daily Juice for 1 week. I will tape on Saturday night, May the 3rd, for May 4th, okay? So if you guys are horse racing fans, I won't have anything for the Derby, and unless I can get to my phone and give you, if I hear something in down where I am in the Caribbean, if I can, if I get a text or something and someone says, hey, by the way, this is going to happen, blah, blah, blah. But so there won't be any Derby plays for me coming up here for the Daily Juice. Just FYI coming up for that on my Twitter account at Sports Talk Matt. I may put something out if I do see something that I like, but that's probably going to be the best place to get any picks and plays for me while I'm on vacation for at Sports Talk Matt. If you guys are hearing the chirping in the background and I apologize for the fire alarm, every fire alarm in my house, I've killed the power to it. Okay, so I have a breaker. I've killed the breaker to it. I've also pulled the battery out of every single one of them, and they're still chirping. Something's really wrong. So they're zombies. They won't be dead. They won't be killed for whatever reason. So I'll fix that in the morning. But if you hear it, I apologize. That's for the chirping that you're hearing going on. I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. Couple of things before I give you the plays for today. Let's talk about the prop contest. It's going on right now. You play for free rounds. Every round we'll have a giveaway. Round 1 is a Sean Kemp signed jersey. The grand prize is an Allen Iverson signed jersey. Make picks and compete for prizes every round of the NBA playoffs. Enter for free by going to bettingpros.com/playoffs or go to the BettingPros app, where you can enter for free coming up. And a reminder also that we are still going to be giving away the Penny Hardaway jersey at the beginning of May. It is easy to win. You must be subscribed to the Betting Pros YouTube channel, and you just comment on this video. Every time you do so, you're subscribed and you comment, you increase your chances of winning this autographed Penny Hardaway Team USA jersey, thanks to our friends at Pristine Auction. So subscribe and comment on the Daily Juice video. All right. Hopefully a bounce back spot for us. If you watched the live stream with Terrell Furman and myself yesterday, you know these picks. You know these bets already. But some of these numbers have moved, but I gave them out yesterday, so I'm going to give them out here because it's only fair that, the numbers are where we are here. Let's start with Miami. And I know we've seen teams get killed. It's 4-1 now. I mean, Vegas scored. I don't know, maybe a miracle happens there in Vegas. Actually, we don't go 0-3. Maybe Vegas comes back and wins the parlay for us, but that would be maybe wishful thinking on Vegas to score 3 more goals. I mean, they have time, though. If they go into the third period down 4-2, it's not crazy. That would be the hook. But for the NBA, This is going to be interesting for the Miami Heat because I actually think Miami can hang around. In game one, I played them just as like a play. I was just like, let's see if we can get a chance to middle it. But I have 12.5, and I really do think Miami is going to be a much better basketball team this time around. And I do think that Eric Spoelstra is going to have a much better game plan defensively, and I don't think the Cavaliers are going to shoot nearly as well as they shot in game number one. I think the defense goes up and the shooting goes down for the Cavaliers. I mean, they shot over 41% from behind the three-point line. They were 18 of 43. They shot 51% from the field overall. Miami went 13 of 31, pretty good, 42% for them. The foul line was a big difference. There was, 9 for 12 for Miami, 13 for 16 for Cleveland, 45 makes on 88 attempts, 39 makes on 80 attempts for the Miami Heat. Rebounding was a big factor. Miami got out-rebounded 42-37 in that game. That can't happen here today. Miami's got to play tough. I don't think the Heat win, but I do think the Heat are going to keep this game close. I'll take the 12.5 points. Miami plus 12.5 for 1.1 units. Second bet, also in the NBA. Look, I think the Rockets are going to play their best game of the series tonight. Their entire world is on the line. They cannot go to Golden State down 0-2. They were 2.5-point favorites when I played it. It's now 3.5. I would buy it down to 3 if you want to play it or wait for it to come down, or just play it in game if you have to. I think Houston's going to win the game. I think Houston's going to put forth a great defensive effort, and I think the under is also a very good play in this game. If you want something extra, under 213.5, I like that as well here for this game because I do think the Rockets are going to clamp down on the Warriors, and I don't think they're going to allow Steph Curry to go crazy. He had 31 points on 5 of 9 threes. Jimmy Butler had 25 points on 4 of 6 free throws, 1 for 2 from behind the arc, but 10 of 19 from the floor for him. 14 points. Just role players coming in with 14 points, 13, 7, 5, player Gary Payton and whatnot. I think we're going to dream only at 4 points, but really, we need Dylan Brooks. We need Amen Thompson. We need Jalen Green, really, who was -6 on the game. -5 plus minus on the game. 3 for 15 shooting for him. Jalen Green needs to be much better tonight. I think he's going to be. I laid 2.5. Rockets -2.5 up against the Warriors to even up their series at 1 game apiece. And finally, we go to hockey. Edmonton and LA. I do lean towards LA winning the game and taking a 2-0 lead. They're so good at home. But I think the better play is the over. It's 5.5 -125. Some books have already gone to 6. I just don't trust either goaltender, Skinner or Darcy Kemper. 6-5 was the final in the first game. I'm not necessarily betting just because it was 6-5. I just watched the defense and the lack thereof. I mean, Edmonton is playing wide open. The Kings had so many scoring opportunities. I think this is at least a 4-2 win here for the LA Kings, but could be a 4-3 win for the LA Kings. Oilers play no defense, and I don't care. I mean, either goaltender. If Picard plays, I doubt it, but it's going to be Skinner and Kemper most likely. Kemper could play much better, but he had soft goals, and I'm concerned about him shutting down Edmonton, just given the fact that they allowed McDavid to do what he did and Draisaitl and whatnot. Danger, very, very danger feel to this game where Edmonton might score a ton of goals here to even up the series at 1 game apiece. So rather than getting in front of Edmonton and saying they can't beat LA in game 2, I think the better play is to come in and bet the over 5.5 at -125. All right. So 3 plays for us here on a Wednesday. We're coming in with Miami plus 12.5 on the road in game 2 against the Cavaliers. Rockets -2.5 in game 2 at home up against the Golden State Warriors, and the LA and Edmonton game over 5.5 at -125 for 1.25 units. My name's Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning. Wherever you guys get your podcasts, it is the Daily Juice.